Bloody Tobin. He'll see what happens when he messes with me.
Quick! Most famous tennis player of all time.
Roger Federer?
Is that the design for the new anti-grav sports arena? It's awesome! Totally cool.
No, it's my screensaver.
You won't get rid of those herd ringers so easily. This is the last time we let Nazim buy the coffee. Who turned the heat up?
It's not even on, Keish. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Keish?
Idea. Motion-sensitive tennis racket that gives coaching tips in voice of Roger Federer. What's happening?
It's Keish. Call an ambulance. It's too late. He's dead.
Keish, can you log out for a second?
Of Torb Lab, birthplace and control centre of the virtual online computer game s01e03. Uber nerd Keish, or Darren Gablonsky as he's known to his parents, has just been permanently deleted. Logging on as our guest detective this week, it's the delightfully downloadable Claire Hooper. Now Claire, what sort of style of detective are you going to be this evening?
I don't know. Look, I'd like to be Nancy Drew, but I think she's a bit more competent than me. I think I'm pretty much going to play at the competency level of myself at Cluedo, which is enthusiastic, but basically living in fear that I myself did it and don't know. And it's just an existential crisis.
Well, there are 4 suspects in tonight's murder. They're all employees of Torb Lab offices. You'll meet them all later, but first of all, you actually have to check out the scene of the crime, the offices of Torb Lab. Now, this is the employees' workstation at Torb Lab. Here they run s01e, an amazingly successful sci-fi online world. It's basically a game set in space where socially inept geeks from all over the world reimagine themselves as gung-ho, intergalactic, planet-ruling, socially inept geeks. Keish, whose job it was to administrate s01e's 20,000 users, died just over there. What we want you to do is have a look around and see if you can find any more evidence.
Like, given that he looked sick as he went down, I'm just gonna... This coffee cup's got to be analysed. That's all I can...
Good choice. Good to see you wearing gloves too, Detective.
Oh! So there's half a donut there. Well, luckily you can't leave fingerprints on a donut, so I'm taking that with my hand.
Here.
So, coffee cup, donut.
Donut. Maybe think about if you were going to hide something or throw something away, where would you...
Mysteriously, there is only one thing in this bin. Now, I don't know if that makes it significant, but I'm taking this. So it's a screwed up note. Curtis 23. All right.
Interesting.
Okay. And clearly I'll be taking this to read later, so I just need that for evidence. Oh, sexy.
These are all things that, someone's had in their mouth. What else did you see?
Let's hope this is...
Is there anything else around that you may have seen Keish maybe put in his mouth?
Did he? I have this pen.
Excellent. You've picked up the piece of evidence using the other piece of evidence to not leave fingerprints on it. Professional. OK, come back down here. I think you've done a good job, Detective Hooper.
I don't think I have.
Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to send this coffee cup with some coffee in it back to forensics, along with this donut, I would say. I'll pop it in my podium for them to pick up.
Do you want the pen in your podium?
I'll take...
Hello.
I'll take the pen. You keep the Post-it note, I would say.
All right.
Now, it's time to meet your first suspect. Torb Lab CEO Torben Bach. Torben is a Danish wonderkind who's never stopped having ideas. His digital radio pants walked out the door, his wireless lettuce spinner brought in plenty of the green stuff, and now his totally addictive, total immersion virtual world, s01e, has taken the real world by storm.
This day was very whack, you know. It was crazy like spider monkey. No, Mikhail, that's bull poop. If you can't supply the MPEGs by 2 p.m, the deal is off and you are dead to me. Anyway, big hugs to Jenny and the kids. Bye! I had to go through all my emails before our morning think tank. Delete, delete. The think tank is a place to sit around and, shoot the wind, all open, relaxed.
Murdoch has gone completely feral. He's taken over the entire council. He's making life hell for everybody. If I knew who his user was, I'd totally... You're the administrator. Cancel his account.
I can't interfere. Sirius 9 has to operate like the real world. Kill or be killed.
What is this, the freaking Lion King?
Hey, Nazim, remember, the first rule of think tank, no negativity.
Isn't that rule, negative?
Note to self, make new rules for think tank.
Sorry about that. Nature calling.
Idea, combination beanbag toilet. After think tank, I went to the kitchen to rustle up my famous Joe. Everyone takes turns for doing coffee. Cash. Black, no sugar. Okay. I think I get everything right. Jill, white with 1. Cash, black, like his heart. And Nazim, black with 2.
They don't drink much coffee in Japan, do they, Torbs?
Ah, Hermione, there's your coffee. Now come with me, quickly. I had important things to discuss. So, how's your Japanese?
What? I don't speak Japanese.
Never mind. Imagine hypodermically that a software company run by a handsome Scandinavian genius is being bought out by a larger software company based in a country where they speak Japanese.
You're selling Torb Lab to Japan?
Who told you? That doesn't matter. Point is, they are paying the big buckaroonies, and they know that you are an ongoing vital cog in the Sirius 9 adventure.
Yeah, right, Torben. Cash hates the idea of selling out. He'll try and stop you.
Cash would be taken care of. Now drink your coffee. That's Torben made.
Yeah, right. Whatever. I should go back to work.
Of course. So should I, noses to the gravestone and all that. Then I settled in for my morning brainstorm. Self-buttering toast. Tennis. It wasn't long after that, all hell broke wind.
Now, everything you saw was the truth, but Torben may have cut and pasted some of the facts. And the only way you are going to find that out, Claire, is to ask him yourself. So it's time to click on Torben.
Okay. Hello.
Hello?
So, Torben, you hired Keish. Did he know about your plans to sell the company to a Japanese?
He's not smart enough. He had no idea.
You sure?
I'm 80%. I'm 70% positive.
70. I'll make
It's
it.
not important what the percentage is. I just know these things.
So where exactly in Scandinavia are you from? No? Okay.
I like you. You're feisty. You've cracked the code. Well done. I'm from Broadmeadows. It's an elaborate ruse.
So, Torben, if that is your real name, Torben, apparently Nazim got the coffee. And was the coffee packet opened when you prepared the coffee?
The coffee was sealed, as you would generally find in a supermarket when I made the
This is
coffee.
too hard. All right. What did the comment, Keish will be taken care of, mean?
I was going to fire Keish this coming week. Sure, he was smart enough to take my idea for the game and build it up and make it into this amazing thing that Sirius 9, that we now have in front of us. But let me ask you this, do you think he was smart enough to read the fine print in his contract? It's a rhetorical question. Of course he wasn't. So he was going to be 86th. He was going to be fired. I was going to fire him. I was going to let him go. I was going to put him out to pasture.
Okay, now...
I was going to show him the keys to the door. I was going to give him his pink slip.
If we had time...
I was going to show him the exit.
Okay.
Now, Claire, I'm actually going to have to stop the interview there. You've exceeded your bandwidth. And we also do have some results in for you from pathology.
Yes?
Keish died of cyanide poisoning. The cyanide had been ingested in the final hour of his life, and an examination of his stomach contents revealed the only thing he'd consumed in the morning prior to his death was black coffee. Any thoughts, Ms. Hooper?
Maybe the coffee was poisoned?
Now it's time for you to speak to Jill Yardley. Ever since school, Jill has been the self-proclaimed kooky one. Her crazy attitude didn't go down so well in her last job at a psychiatric hospital, but here at Torb Lab, she can let her freak flag fly.
I love this job. Sirius 9 is just the best online game. Players get to make their own characters and, you know, it's like real life, but in space. Awesome. That's why I get in early. I'm really dedicated.
Are you sending out more invites to your Gilmore Girls Facebook group again?
You brought the coffee. That's rad.
Yeah, I got your email last night and your text message at 6 a.m. this morning.
It's important for morale, Nazim.
The two lovebirds came in together. Such a cool couple. Then it was time for Think Tank. I loved our 15 minutes of unstructured creativity every day at 9:45.
Gnarly news, guys. Exotica has made the top 10 sexiest women in the world list between Megan Fox and Paris Hilton. We should give her user some kind of award.
You know we can't identify our users.
Yeah, it's probably some sad loser. Or a bloke. I can't believe that two-dimensional character even made that list.
I can. Exotica is beautiful.
I was talking about Paris Hilton.
You know, Councillor Murdoch and Exotica are doing it.
If you're going to start talking about that arrogant jerk, I'm going to tweet.
Kaish and Nazim started arguing about Murdoch, and that basically took up the rest of Think Tank. Then it was back to the workstation to work.
They actually interviewed Exotica online.
I like powerful men, and the most powerful man in my universe is Murdoch. That's gross.
It's beautiful. It's true love.
I can't take any more of this. I'm going to get the donuts.
Hang on, let me check the roster. Yes, it's your turn. You can go, Hermione.
Later, during coffee and donuts, I chatted with Kaish.
Shouldn't eat those things.
My metabolism, okay?
No, it's not that. They're fried in animal fat. Donuts are murder. Look at him. He thinks he's going to be so rich.
But that's Hermione's.
What did he want?
Where's my donut?
Nazim had it. He left you the almond one.
Okay.
But aren't you in it?
Are we fine?
It was my turn to do the washing up. I got everyone's cup but Kaish's.
No. I haven't finished.
When I got back, well, that's when Kaish started, you know, dying and stuff.
Well, Claire, according to the roster, it's your turn to interview Jill.
Hi, Jill.
Oh my God! I can't stand this bogus pressure. Okay. I'm gonna confess. All right. Yes, I am Exotica.
Yes! I knew it!
Top 10 sexiest women in the world. Yes, it's a lot of pressure. Yes, I have been shagging Councillor Murdoch for the last 3 weeks. Yes, it's been good.
Yes, but the point is, do you know who Murdoch is?
No, I don't.
Okay. Look, do you always put the dishes in the dishwasher, get the coffee cup off
Only
as
when
tidy
it's my turn.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Your turn to put them away, but who would have... Does everyone always use the same coffee cups?
No.
Why is it so hard to be a detective?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, let's talk about Kaish and Hermione. Has there been any strain in the relationship?
No, because they're both goths and they're always tense.
Yeah, fair point. But when she went to eat her donut, that wasn't her donut, I sensed a tense moment. Do you...
I think that she's on a diet and maybe Kaish was questioning her about whether she should actually take a bite. And while we're on that, can I just say, you might think that I eat too many donuts, but actually Kaish taught me, because he became a vegan about, 3 weeks ago, that donuts are actually cooked in animal fat and I don't eat them anymore.
Now, Claire, I hate to break you and your crazy new best friend up, but we've got some more forensic info for you.
Okay.
The pen that Kaish was sucking contained traces of saliva and nothing else. All change for suspect number 3, Hermione Train, a design student who's tried to hand at everything from fashion and comic books to children's entertainment. Hermione fell in love with Kaish, who brought her into the real and virtual worlds of Sirius 9.
Kaish would have hated to go like this. He once told me he wanted us to die together in a flaming car crashing into a Microsoft office. He was romantic like that.
Oh, God, can we please skip the think tank today?
As if Jill would let you. Why do you stay up all night?
Oh, it's stuff to do. I was sorting out the Tobin problem.
What Tobin problem?
Alrighty, time for the think tank.
But I haven't finished my designs for the anagrav arena. I want to get the entrails glistening with blood. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, come on.
I wish someone had poisoned me during Think Tank. Luckily, my bladder gave me an excuse to escape.
If I knew who his user was, you're the administrator.
Luckily, it was almost over and I could get back to work. I was really looking forward to my blueberry donut, but then Torben wanted to talk. And when I got back, Nazim had stolen it. I thought about confronting him, but revenge is a dish best served when he's not looking, so I ate the almond one instead. By 11, Keish had started his long walk through the Valley of Death. Well, he'd started to sweat.
You know, he has no idea what I can do to him.
I'd be careful of Torben if I were you. This is worth millions to him and he's smarter than you think.
Keish, can I speak to you for a minute?
I kept on working until, poor Keish.
All right, Hoops, it's time for your one-on-one think tank with Hermione.
First things first, you're in a relationship with Keish.
Yeah.
Does he spend a lot of time on the computer when you're not around? You know, do you find that he doesn't come to bed, stays up?
Just lately, yeah.
Yeah, right. Do you think that he knew about the plan to sell to a Japanese company?
He knew there was something going down. Maybe. I don't know.
You seem like a very nervous person. Are you...
Oh, no, I'm just really itchy. Sorry, I get itchy when I'm really stressed.
Do you have allergies?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got the impression you were maybe, I don't know, allergic to nuts or something. But that might be my mistake. I do see you fidgeting. I mean, were you not fidgeting with a rubber band in Think Tank? Are you...
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how I generate ideas.
Yeah.
It's just by fidgeting and,
You did mention something. You mentioned that Keish had always said that he wanted you to die together.
Yeah.
Do you think this company means enough to him that he would want to die if he lost...
He would not have wanted to die randomly like this. He hates the word random, and to die randomly is just so random. Yeah.
No, I hate to stop things on that really romantic note.
Oh, okay.
But I do have to interrupt you because we've got mail.
Oh, yes?
From toxicology. They've analysed Keish's coffee dregs and found potassium cyanide at a high enough concentration to kill. Unfortunately, the machine and the other cups had already been cleaned. Good work, Jill. There's also no trace of poison in the coffee grounds.
But they don't always have the same coffee cups, so how could it be planted in the cup?
You're the detective.
Oh, that's right.
Our final suspect is Nazim. Nazim Khan has 4 older brothers, all of them successful doctors. When Nazim quit his medical degree to join Torblab, he lost his father's respect. But after only 6 months in the job, he was able to buy it back.
Can I just start by saying that I'm not a nerd, okay? Sirius 9 is for nerds. I'm the IT guy, and to me, it's just a job. A lucrative one. Since it was my turn to buy the coffee, I thought I might as well get something decent. That free trade crap Jill bought was just undrinkable. Then I tried to get that freak Keish to see sense. If Councillor Murdoch keeps running Sirius like this, users will leave in droves. That's bad business. I won't be surprised if Murdoch's user is a mate of Keish's. So dodgy. But Keish had given me something else to worry about. Not another hair ringer.
Nazim, is it possible to find out who each character's user is?
No, privacy is important. You have to log onto the user's computer to find out who they are.
My computer's a bit slow at the moment. Could you have a look at it one day?
Yeah, whatever. I also had to have a conversation I'd been planning for a while. Can I speak to you for a minute?
Look, if you're going to keep banging on about Murdoch...
I found another herd ringer.
Oh, really?
How many of these Trojans have you put in my baby, you freak?
Our baby. It's my insurance policy. If anyone tries to shaft me, I'll bring the whole thing down.
Torben will stop you.
If you tell Torben...
Tell Torben? I don't need to tell Torben. He must already know. Someone logged in as you last week when you were away.
What?
Next time I came out of my office, he was dying.
All right, Claire, it's time to unzip a file named Nazim. Let's hope he's not corrupted.
Nazim, this job is very important to you?
Yeah, it pays the bills and it makes me really rich and it makes my family really happy. Because I was going to be a doctor, but then, I dropped out. So that's a shame to me and my family and my culture and my country and the continent and every brown person. So I just, I thought I'd redeem myself and my people by getting a lucrative job. Go.
But surely if this job fell through, you'd be able to get a job somewhere else.
Well, as another IT guy, that's pretty racist. Are you going to profile me because I'm brown? Why don't you just put the handcuffs on already?
Yeah, OK, all right. Whew, OK. Wow, good attack. But you're not going to get out of it that easily, sir. Good. I don't see colour, all right? I just see guilt, hopefully, eventually. All right, so you said something, not another herringer? What did you say?
No, I said not another herd ringer.
Herd
okay?
ringer? What's a herd ringer?
Well, Keish, the freak, every day he would send out a virus to every user on s01e03, and basically they would all die unless he sent out like the antivirus every single day. That's what a herd ringer is.
Do you think there's a herd ringer for cyanide?
What? I don't even know what that means.
I'm going to have to delete this interview.
But I just don't know anything about
It's all right, Claire. We've got final forensic results in for you. The half-eaten donut on Jill's desk contained flour, animal fats, sugar, custard, and hydroxycobalamin.
Yes, it did!
An antidote for cyanide poisoning. Now, when donuts are being passed around, I always go for the one with hydroxycobalamin icing, don't you? And that, my geeklings, is it. The download is complete. So, who done it? Did the devious Dane delete the donut-denying dead guy? Or did Jill kill the dill with a pill for a thrill? Did the whiny Hermione make the shiny man all dying-y? It could be Nazim, or so it would seem. How about you at home? Do you fancy a clue? I think you do. Love. Love will tear us apart. Again. Helpful? Or just the lamest karaoke you've ever heard? And is it clear or unclear to Claire? Eh, Claire? All right, Claire, you've rescued the princess, you're at the final level of the game, you've shot all the aliens, you've got the frog across the highway. Now all you've got to do is name the killer. Off you go.
All right, sure. Well, certainly everybody has a motive. I think what's important is that one of the clues was what I assume is Keisha's login, although I don't know why.
What does it say again?
It says Curtis 23. You're nodding like it means... It doesn't mean anything to me. What is important is that it and this magazine that I took a shine to earlier on were both...
That's me.
I kind of gathered that. So I found this clue in Hermione's bin. And I think the biggest clue was the concept of the herd ringer. And I think that the donuts were a herd ringer. They contained an anti-cyanide, which means that she was able, when she visited the bathroom, to go into the kitchen and essentially lace every coffee cup with cyanide. Everybody else took a bite of their donut, at least a bite. And even Hermione, who I believe is allergic to almonds and got a terrible rash from the almonds, even she ate her donut knowing that she would die without eating the donut because she drank her coffee, quite reluctantly. I saw the second glance at the donuts as he went into Torben's office. I knew they were dodgy. Now, the only thing I'm not entirely sure about is her motive, and I personally believe that the motive is that you had discovered the affair that Keish, as Murdoch, was having. Yeah, I reckon it was him. And I reckon it was her that logged in as Curtis 23 on this one, wrote it down on a piece of post-it, screwed it up and put it in her bin, like a fool. And I believe it was just jealousy at the extramarital online affair. That's what I think.
All right, Claire, let's see if your file sharing is complete and accurate. Come back down here with me.
Sorry. You seem really nice, though.
Will the real murderer please upload themselves? All right, it was me. Yep, it was Hermione Train. Well done, Claire. Hermione, who got suspicious of her lover staying up all night on the computer. So one day last week, when Keish was away, she cracked his password. It wasn't hard. Keish loved Joy Division, and lead singer Ian Curtis died when he was 23.
I wondered if the T-shirt was relevant.
She found out that Keish had been playing s01e03 himself as Councillor Murdoch. He'd manipulated the rules for his own gain in the game. But what made her thoughts turn to murder was Mordoc's virtual love affair with Exotica. To her, this was an unforgivable betrayal. Her plan was a work of genius akin to Keish's herd-ringer virus. Rather than just poisoning Keish, she did in fact poison everyone. During the think tank, instead of visiting the loo, she zipped off to the kitchen and put cyanide in the water in the coffee machine, thus poisoning all 5 Torblab employees, including herself, Claire Hooper. Then all she had to do was give antidote-laced donuts to the 4 people she wanted to keep alive, knowing, of course, that her newly vegan boyfriend wouldn't be tempted by the hideous animal fat-laden sugary treats. Unfortunately for her, Nazim stole her donut, leaving her with the almond cream, which she was allergic to.
Yeah, thanks, Nazim.
Did you notice the travelling rubber band?
Yes, I did notice the rubber band. I'm so excited because I never once won Cluedo. I mean, I was talking about that at the start, but never once did I get it. I'm so excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was the most intelligent sleuth work we've had. That's it for Sleuth 101 this week. Did you spot tonight's actual red herring? Perhaps you heard it. Go to our website to let us know, or check out our own total immersion, highly addictive 2D cyber world that is the Sleuth interactive game. I may have oversold that just a little bit. Until next week, I've been Cal Wilson, also known as Calbatron the Destroyer at hotmail.com. Good night. Next week on Sleuth 101, Bridget's getting ready for the most important day of her life when suddenly she's not alive anymore.
I could do with some deforestation. Hope you've got a barrel of wax. It's been a while.
Karma Cut's beauty salon is the scene of a crime and there are more hair samples than you can poke a curling wand at.
What the hell are you doing here?
Celebrity sleuth Adam Richard has a curly one to solve here on Sleuth 101.